Mindless Behavior seemed destined for greatness from the moment they burst onto the scene. With their youthful energy, sharp dance moves, and carefully curated style, the group quickly became a phenomenon, capturing the hearts of fans across the globe. Comprised of 4 teenage boys, Prodigy, Princeton, Ray Ray, and Rock Royal, they were more than just performers. They represented a movement for young black girls who finally saw a boy band that reflected their own world. In just a few short years, they achieved milestones that many artists spend decades chasing. Hit singles like My Girl and Mrs. Right climbed the charts. They toured with music legends like Janet Jackson and Justin Bieber, and even headlined their own successful tours. Behind the polished performances and bright smiles, however, cracks were forming that would eventually lead to their downfall. What started as a promising dream for 4 talented teens became a cautionary tale of industry exploitation, personal struggles, and broken friendships. This is the story of Mindless Behavior's meteoric rise and the challenges that ultimately brought their journey to an end. In 2008, as boy bands struggled to maintain their relevance, a team of industry insiders set out to create America's next big teen R&B group. Walter Millsap III, a producer who had worked with icons like Alicia Keys and Beyoncé, teamed up with talent manager Keisha Gamble and choreographer David Scott to launch an ambitious talent search. Over 600 hopefuls auditioned in Los Angeles, but the team wasn't just looking for strong voices. They wanted boys with a unique look and the charisma to capture audiences. The first 3 members chosen were Jacob Perez, nicknamed Princeton, Rayon Lopez, later known as Ray Ray, and Crisanto August, who took the name Rock Royal. Princeton, with his curly hair and sunglasses, already had experience as a model and dancer. Ray Ray, who sported goggles and pigtails, had honed his skills as a dancer with Tommy the Clown's crew. Rock Royal stood out for his bold personality, although he struggled with choreography during auditions. Despite this, the team believed he had the potential to shine. Months later, the group found its 4th member, Craig Crippen Jr., who became known as Prodigy. He was discovered on YouTube, showcasing both his singing and dancing skills. A self-taught performer inspired by the movie You Got Served, Prodigy brought a natural talent that completed the lineup. Unlike the others, Prodigy relocated from Philadelphia to Los Angeles without his family, living under the care of the management team. The boys were immediately thrust into a rigorous artist development program. They trained for hours daily, balancing dance rehearsals, vocal lessons, and exercise. Each member was given a distinct persona. Princeton, the stylish intellectual; Ray Ray, the playful free spirit; Rock Royal, the bold heartthrob; and Prodigy, the focused frontman. Together, they became Mindless Behavior, a group engineered to appeal to the masses. In 2010, after months of preparation, the group began performing at local showcases and high schools around Los Angeles, gradually building a fan base. Their hard work paid off when they signed a recording contract with Interscope Records under Vince Herbert's Streamline label. That summer, they joined the Backstreet Boys on their This Is Us tour as an opening act, an opportunity that introduced them to a much wider audience. Their debut single, My Girl, dropped in August 2010 and quickly gained traction. The accompanying music video showcased their youthful energy and signature style. And while the song didn't crack Billboard's Hot 100, it climbed to number 16 on the R&B hip-hop charts. Mindless Behavior had officially arrived, and their momentum was just beginning. By the end of 2010, Mindless Behavior was already a rising force in music. They performed on The Today Show to promote their debut single and toured with Justin Bieber on his My World tour, further expanding their fan base. The group quickly became a favorite among young fans, particularly black girls, who connected with their style and charm. They were more than just a boy band. They were a phenomenon. In 2011, the group released their 2nd single, Mrs. Right, featuring Diggy Simmons. The music video, directed by Brett Ratner, showcased Mindless Behavior in a fun school setting, with appearances by LL Cool J and Mike Epps. The single became their first to break into the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 72, and reached the top 10 on the R&B charts. With this success, the group's debut album, Number One Girl, dropped in September of the same year, debuting at number 7 on the Billboard 200.
All by yourself over there.
Their infectious sound, paired with heavy auto-tune and slick production, resonated with their audience, selling over 36,000 copies in its first week. As their fame grew, so did their opportunities. They headlined the Closer to My Dreams tour alongside other teen acts like Tyga and Diggy Simmons, and performed at high-profile events like the BET Awards pre-show. Their popularity reached new heights when they opened for Janet Jackson on her Number Ones tour, a major milestone for the young group. By the end of the year, Mindless Behavior had become a household name, solidifying their position as the next big thing in teen pop. Despite their success, the pressure on the boys was immense. Behind the scenes, they endured grueling schedules, rarely seeing their families and dedicating nearly every waking hour to rehearsals, performances, and promotional appearances. While their polished image captivated fans, cracks were beginning to show within the group. In 2012, they released their third single, Girls Talkin' 'Bout, and embarked on their first headlining tour, Number One Girl Tour. The tour was a massive success, traveling to 25 cities and cementing their status as teen idols. That same year, they made headlines when they won the Coca-Cola Viewer's Choice Award at the BET Awards, beating out heavyweights like Beyonce and Drake. However, their acceptance speech included a controversial joke about Lauryn Hill's tax troubles, which left a sour taste for some fans and critics. The group quickly issued an apology, but the incident marked a small blemish on their otherwise rising star. Their sophomore album, All Around the World, was released in 2013. While it debuted at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and sold slightly more than their debut album in its first week, the excitement surrounding the group began to wane. Singles like Keep Her on the Low and Used to Be failed to make an impact, and fans started noticing Prodigy's absence during performances. Without Prodigy's vocals, the group struggled to deliver the same energy and connection that had won over their audience.
Where my name used to be, where my chain used to be.
By late 2013, the cracks in Mindless Behavior's foundation were becoming impossible to ignore. Prodigy, the group's lead vocalist and a central figure in their success, was noticeably absent from several performances. Fans were left disappointed as the remaining members, Princeton, Ray Ray, and Rock Royal, tried to fill the gap by lip-syncing to Prodigy's recorded vocals or focusing solely on choreography. Rumors began circulating, but no official explanation was given at first. Then, in November, Prodigy's mother confirmed that her son was no longer part of the group. The news shocked fans and fueled speculation. Some believe Prodigy left due to creative differences, while others suspected deeper issues behind the scenes. It wasn't until later that Prodigy spoke out, revealing that he had felt overworked, mistreated, and isolated during his time in the group.
You know, because music is my passion, and I never wanted to leave the group.
As the only member relocated from the East Coast, he was far from his family and often felt like an outsider. He also claimed he was pressured to carry the group vocally while receiving little support, which led to frustration and eventual burnout. Despite the group's success, Prodigy admitted he was battling depression and decided to walk away for the sake of his mental health. In an attempt to fill the void, Mindless Behavior introduced a new lead vocalist, Elijah Johnson, better known as EJ, in early 2014. EJ had a background in performing, including singing for Kidz Bop and playing young Simba in the Broadway production of The Lion King. While EJ brought his own talents to the group, fans struggled to accept the lineup change. The chemistry that had made Mindless Behavior so captivating seemed to falter without Prodigy. Meanwhile, trouble was brewing for another member. Rock Royal found himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons when a video surfaced showing him involved in a physical altercation over a small debt. The footage, which Rock had posted himself, quickly went viral, tarnishing the group's image. Not long after, he faced legal troubles involving the theft of a producer's car during a studio session. Accusations of gang affiliations and reckless behavior began to swirl, forcing the group's management to dismiss him in 2014. Despite these setbacks, Mindless Behavior tried to push forward. Prodigy briefly rejoined the group later that year, but it soon became clear his return was temporary. Prodigy later claimed that his comeback was orchestrated as a distraction to cover up Rock Royal's controversies. Feeling used and betrayed, Prodigy left the group for good, leaving disillusioned and questioning the management's intentions. By this time, the group's popularity was fading. Their third album, Official MB Music, released in 2016, failed to generate buzz, and attempts to rebrand with new members and a more mature sound fell flat. Longtime fans found it hard to connect with the evolving image and music, and the group's once loyal audience began to drift away. With two of its original members gone and the remaining lineup struggling to keep up with the group's legacy, Mindless Behavior's once bright star began to fade. By 2016, the group announced their No Parents Allowed tour, but it was quietly canceled due to low ticket sales. Their third album, Official MB Music, was met with little fanfare, signaling the end of an era. Fans who had grown up with the group struggled to reconcile the new, edgier version of Mindless Behavior with the innocent image they had loved. Behind the scenes, the members were dealing with their own challenges. Ray Ray left the group in late 2015, citing creative differences and dissatisfaction with management. He later revealed that the industry's politics and mismanagement had taken a toll, hindering both the group's success and his own solo aspirations. Meanwhile, Rock Royal, who had begun going by his real name, Crisanto August, faced legal troubles that led to a prison sentence. Despite occasional social media updates from behind bars, his future in music remains uncertain. Princeton, the only original member still part of the group by 2017, faced his own struggles with management and eventually decided to move on as well. By then, Mindless Behavior had quietly disbanded, leaving fans with only memories of their meteoric rise and bittersweet fall. In the years that followed, members occasionally shared their experiences, shedding light on the darker side of their journey. Prodigy, who had carried much of the group's vocal weight, spoke candidly about feeling overworked, isolated, and mistreated. He revealed shocking details about the physical discipline he endured while living with management, and how these experiences left lasting scars. Despite the hardships, he emphasized his gratitude to fans and his commitment to healing from the past. The story of Mindless Behavior reflects the harsh realities of the music industry, where young artists are often treated as products rather than people. Their dreams of stardom were realized, but at a high cost. Strained friendships, shattered trust, and, for some, a loss of innocence. While their run was brief, their impact on fans and the music world is undeniable. For many, they were more than just a boy band. They were a movement that inspired young black girls to dream big and feel seen. Mindless Behavior's story serves as both a celebration of their success and a cautionary tale about the price of fame. As fans reflect on their favorite songs and performances, the question remains, what could have been if the group had been given the support and care they truly needed?